We're MCC Insights, a team dedicated to strategic redesign and development of websites tailored to meet client goals and user needs. Our group is composed of a talented mix of professionals, including 4 web designers and 2 UX designers, each bringing a unique skill set to the project. Our team members include Joe McCarthy, Cora Hughey, Grant Hubbard, Kayla Smith, Ivan Voitov, and Kelley McTyer. Together, we combine creativity, technical expertise, and user-centered thinking to deliver high-quality, effective web solutions. To guide our website migration, we reviewed key sources. IDX and SE ranking highlighted challenges like SEO risks and bounce rates, helping us plan effectively. Figma offered UX best practices, emphasizing layout, mobile-first, and user-first design. Concrete CMS helped shape our content strategy. Though some sources had paywalls, the insights we gained ensured a smoother, user-focused transition to Squarespace.
Our client, NatureSpire, asked us to migrate their existing website from HubSpot to Squarespace. The original site had issues with mobile responsiveness, which caused layout issues across phones, tablets, and desktops. Also, the design lacked alignment with their brand identity, with consistent use of colors, fonts, and logos all across their page. NatureSpire's website also lacked an integration with Shopify, which meant users weren't able to seamlessly make purchases right from NatureSpire's website. To add, the site had an inconsistent navigation structure, which led to confusion and a fragmented user experience across all the different pages on the website. To address these issues, we began by creating a seamless transition from NatureSpire's website to Shopify, which enabled a more streamlined checkout process for the user. We also created a consistent navigation structure across all pages, making it easier for visitors to explore the site and improving the overall user experience in terms of navigation.
In addition to improving functionality, we elevated the website's aesthetics that hold true to NatureSpire's brand identity and vision statement, including a color scheme, font selection, header illustrations, logo, and sizing standards. Squarespace's Site Styles panel made this easy to control globally across the site. To make the site mobile-friendly, we utilize Squarespace's Mobile View Editor. This ensures that the text is legible, pictures are easy to see, and elements are responsive. For our measures of success, our goal is to have users to be able to navigate from the homepage to the shop with no more than one click, and we wanted at least 90% of them to be able to access the shop with no confusion or delays. In addition, we wanted to confirm that all website features and elements operate as intended to provide a reliable user experience. Another goal of ours was to ensure that the website fully reflected NatureSpire's brand identity through a cohesive color palette, typography, and visual style. We also wanted it to align with their values and target audience, enhancing brand recognition and trust. To pass, we had to have no significant visual issues or functional disruptions across tested devices, and all interactive elements and navigation must operate smoothly.
To create the new website, we reviewed all 20 pages of the original website to identify key content worth migrating. We found duplicate pages and overlapping content, like multiple home pages seen on the left and sections overcrowded with text and buttons as seen on the right. From there, we divided up the work in weekly meetings, which led to the first version of the new site. For the first version, we focused on the site's layout, building 3 of the 6 solution pages, along with the About Us and Events pages. We also tested different color schemes and overall aesthetics. While we originally planned to get client feedback, limited response led us to rely on user testing instead. After completing the remaining pages, here's some of the feedback we gathered. We mainly tested with other UX students we know who provided valuable insights. They helped identify areas we had overlooked, like changing banners, reintroducing the holiday page, and adding a gallery to showcase the client's work. They also suggested enhancing the events page, changing some wording, and identifying mistakes and consistency. We still have a few smaller refinements to make, but here is where we are now.
Now I will be going over our results. Firstly, our main goal with this redesign was to create a more elevated look. As you can see here, on the left is an image of one of our solutions pages, and on the right is an image of our events page. We wanted to ensure our design was seamless, visually appealing, and user-friendly by restructuring the content, updating the branding, and changing some of the language. We also aimed to create a mobile-friendly design. We wanted to ensure that users would have the full functionality and aesthetic consistency on mobile devices, providing a seamless experience across platforms to increase accessibility and user satisfaction, essentially creating the same experience on mobile as desktop. Here you can see 3 of our pages from a mobile view. However, this is still a work in progress. Consistent navigation is another big change we made to the original website. As you can see on the top, the previous navigation was very confusing with too many drop-downs. The look of the navigation also changed depending on what page you were on. We fixed all of these issues by condensing the navigation and only focusing on the most important pages. We also ensured that it looked exactly the same on every single page. Finally, on the previous website, it was difficult to navigate to the shop. You had to go through multiple pages and click multiple buttons to reach it. For the redesign, we made sure the shop was easily accessible with only one click, making it a seamless experience. Here you can see the shop currently hosted on Shopify, which we plan on editing in the future to have more consistent branding.
To wrap up this project, our next step will be to apply changes based on usability testing feedback, and this will include ensuring aesthetic consistency across the pages and making sure that all buttons are properly linked to their respective sites. We'd also like to share the website with our client to receive feedback, and eventually we'd want to get access to the Shopify site and update the styling to ensure the transition is smooth from the original site to the shop.
Some lessons we learned were it's really important to request client assets early rather than waiting until development begins. Weekly meetings helped us stay on track, and meeting outside of class gave us time to share updates, solve problems, and split up tasks more effectively. Thank you for listening. Now I'll answer any questions.